Pope Francis is just days away from leaving the Vatican for his historic visit to the U.S. And tonight we're learning more about the preparations and how one New England group is playing a role. Eyewitness News reporter Kelly Sullivan joins us now with the very latest on Pope Francis in America.
Well, Mike, the Pope will be leaving the Vatican on Saturday to begin his whirlwind tour of Cuba and the U.S. Now, the Vatican says the pontiff will likely meet with former Cuban dictator Fidel Castro during his 4-day stay in Cuba, although no official date has been set yet to meet with Castro. Meanwhile, we've learned the programs for the Pope's upcoming Mass in Philadelphia are being made right here in New England. The Connecticut Knights of Columbus volunteered to print 350,000 programs at its New Haven plant. The 24-page program contains prayers, readings, and music for the service and includes portions in English, Greek, Spanish, and Vietnamese. Now, construction has already begun on the stage where Pope Francis will address the World Meeting of Families on the weekend of September 26th and 27th outside the Philadelphia Art Museum. And here's what the stage will look like for the Festival of Families Papal Concert on Saturday, September 26th. The event will be hosted by Mark Wahlberg and will include other celebrity appearances. Then the same stage will be transformed to look like this for a giant papal mass the following afternoon. More than 1 million people are expected to attend the mass, which will be the Pope's last major event before he returns to Rome. Now, the Pope's U.S. tour begins next Tuesday when he arrives in Washington, D.C., followed by a stop in New York City. The Pope will address UN and visit Ground Zero a week from Friday, and then say Mass at Madison Square Garden before departing for Philadelphia. In the newsroom, I'm Kelly Sullivan, Eyewitness News.
And you can count on Eyewitness News for continuing coverage as we prepare for Pope Francis in America. New at 5:30 tonight, we'll take a closer look at the daunting task of providing security for the papal visit. And new at 6 tonight, hear from a local couple who claims they experienced a medical miracle shortly after being blessed by Pope Francis. And on Eyewitness News at 6:30 over on Fox Providence tonight, why Philadelphia police are downplaying a potential threat against the pontiff. And next week, both Danielle North and I will be on the road bringing you live coverage of the Pope's historic visits to Washington, D.C. and Philadelphia. And you can find extended coverage right now on WPRI.com, including a complete itinerary of Pope Francis in America.